Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Davidson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Complete. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking for room. It's Davidson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
welcome sight for this defense, man. You got 4 sacks last week. They talked about it. Getting to the quarterback, pressuring him, making him feel uncomfortable. To do it on the first drive, to set the tone, to show him we're coming just like we were last week. It's a good start by this defense.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. From out of his own end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Carr. Snags it and he's open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Finds his tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Carr. Complete to Williams over the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He's at the 10. Touchdown Tigers! A pick six!
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The run inside. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Line getting set on second down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. As we get a look at the numbers so far, they are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Right back to him on the ground. There's some room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Notre Dame right back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Caught behind the line. It's Mobley. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Carr. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. After that pick 6 on the opening drive, good show of focus here to get back in scoring position. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. Got his man on the outside. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. It's complete on the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception. on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Davidson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running inside, it's Williams. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Throwing, Carr, going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. Makes the grab on the left side. They get him out of bounds and maybe save a score. He gets it to the 49-yard line.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Wants to go right back downfield. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Got a man in the middle. And they're able to get him on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 5 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Hoosiers keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out.
And he's got room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Motion from the back. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, Tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He'll toss it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Caught in the backfield. It's Mobley. It's a seam wide open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now. Let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And that one will put them up here in the second half. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
The run inside. It's Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They're working that left side. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. Wesco's got it in the middle. Turning it on! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed on the right side, that's Wesco. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. Second and long coming up. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3, now it's second and goal. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Fired in from the red zone for the score. The Tigers are back on top. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barres. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Carr fires to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Got his man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Running inside, it's Mobley.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Escapes the pressure going right. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing. Carr. A little release to the back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Carr. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you, so I got to pass. Big fourth down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth. Oh, no, the ball popped out. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. With the draw, it's Johnson. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
In a 2-minute situation like this late in the game, the offense looking to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before going with the draw, but the defense wasn't fooled. Really nice job communicating and staying alert before making that stop.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got him. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
To the air on first down. Got a man. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
I love the type of throw there by the quarterback, throwing to his running back on that angle route. That cannot be a bullet throw. He just puts enough air on it, makes it an easy catch for his running back on the move. Running back makes the grab, and he's able to advance it.
Looking for room, it's Davidson. Here's a little room there. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And the offense right now, I think, just trying to set the football up into a place where their kicker likes it. Running to the left-hand side, you've got an opportunity here to win this game late, so you're just really positioning the football into a place, into a hash that your kicker likes to try and go get the win.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll run it. Runs for the tackle. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
Big-time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say